Well, Arsenal's season all comes down to this. PSG away in the Champions League semifinal, down a goal going into it. What more could you ask for as an Arsenal fan? If I told you back in August that we'd be here on this day with just needing to beat PSG to at least have a chance at extra time and penalty kicks in order to make a Champions League final, I think you'd take it. The season has not gone perfectly, but a lot of that has been due to injury. And I suggest to Mikel Arteta that we don't overthink this starting 11 against PSG. We go with what has worked since the injuries have struck. And that's Merino at center forward. That's Kivior at left center back. Lewis Skelly at left back. Assuming Timber is fit, Timber at right back. Partey, Rice, and Odegaard in midfield. Or maybe not. That's what I think is the answer. Do not play Martin Odegaard. Play Ethan Nwaneri for that starting the match. This first 10-15 minutes of this match is going to completely decipher and decide what happens. If we let PSG do what they did to us in the first 10 minutes of the last match, I don't mean score a goal. I mean just show their dominance and make us get caged up. We will not win. We need to come out as the attacking side in this first 10 minutes. Go at PSG and show them we're going to be the stronger force in this match. Make them worry a little bit. Make them second-guess those passes into the interior. Make them second-guess playing out from the press. Make them second-guess everything that worked for them in leg one, because the truth is, when we have Trossard playing as a center forward, our pressing is just well worse. But with Merino at center forward, we can make them very uncomfortable very quickly. And once we got them a little uncomfortable, we were able to create, and we should have gotten a goal. So my starting lineup, assuming Timber is fit, is Raya, Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Lewis Skelly. Partey, Rice, Nwaneri, midfield. And Saka, Merino, Martinelli up top. If Trossard is playing as a center forward, that would be a massive disaster class by Mikel Arteta. We've seen how well it has worked with Merino at center forward. It allows us to play the game the way we want to play the game. It's a most similar profile we have to Havertz in the squad. As crazy as that sounds, a central midfielder is the closest profile we have to Kai Havertz in the squad. And Trossard is a great power sub. We need a goal, bring on Trossard. Bring on his ability to finish, getting him in and around the box. He's been made great late game goal contributions in his career at Arsenal over and over again. We know he can do that. You can't start him from the beginning. And that brings us to the point of Ricardo Calafiori being fit for this match. This is another one for Arteta to not overthink. Kivior has been excellent. Calafiori has not been great. The couple of times he's played at left center back, he has not been great. And there's no way you can play him at left back with the way Miles Lewis Skelly is playing. What Calafiori can provide, though, is late up in the match. If we're in need of a goal, you move Lewis Skelly into midfield, and you can bring Calafiori on at left back. Or you can play Calafiori as almost that pseudo-striker at times, because he has such an ability to get great looks in the box, to shift his body, and he's so comfortable shooting from so many different angles, which is a crazy thing to say for a guy who's played mostly left center back and left back in his career. Calafiori hasn't played in months. There's no reason he should be starting. And yes, if Kivior had been shaky over the last few months, I would say, okay, let's start Calafiori. But Kivior has been excellent. His range of passing has been solid. His partnership with Saliba has been top-notch. There's no reason to change that up right now. That match could have gone a million different ways against PSG, in which we'd be entering here on level terms. There's no reason to go to Calafiori here to start this match. And then there's the question of Jurrien Timber. And there's no doubt that Jurrien Timber has been one of our best players this season. But he's truly struggled against PSG in the first leg. He is now dealing with a bit of a knock. And I wonder if he should not start if he's not fully fit. Because he was already struggling against the likes of Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Desiree Doué. He struggled against all of them. And if he's not fit, and he gets an early yellow card, and then he can't really defend, then we're in big trouble. And Ben White, who I spoke about a lot over the last week, is somebody who could really succeed overlapping with Saka against Nuno Mendes, because Kvara isn't the greatest at defensive work rate. Dembele doesn't get back. Desiree Doué doesn't always get back. This is an opportunity to overload that side, especially if it's going to be Odegaard and not Nwaneri, which I think it will be, even though it shouldn't be. And Ben White is an excellent defender. And then you can bring Timber on for the last 30 minutes for a little bit more possession-based attack, or a little bit of a different look at right back, or if Ben White picks up a yellow card. But if Timber's not 100% fit, and I mean not 100, if he's 90, no, he should not start. Timber could genuinely hurt Arsenal's chances at winning, as crazy as that sounds, if he's not ready to go up against this side. This side is so deadly on the wings, and we need to make sure that we are ready to face them in every facet of the game and bring the heat immediately. The first 10 and 15 minutes will completely decide what happens in this tie. And if we don't have guys who are fully fit out there or who need to find their legs, that's not going to work. And that's why I like putting Nwaneri in there. That's why I like putting Ben White in there. Guys who are ready to go 100% immediately upon starting the match. This isn't a game for pause or dictation. This is a game for full throttle attack at PSG in that first 10, 15 minutes. Get a goal, make them feel uneasy, and then anything can happen. We cannot let them dictate play to start this match. This isn't what we did against Real Madrid away. This is what we did against Real Madrid at home. It's how we need to play this match, and we need to show it immediately to make them feel uncomfortable. And my prediction is that Arsenal are heading to Munich for the final. They will go through against PSG. I think they will do it in regular time. 3-1 Arsenal in regular time. I think they go up 2-0, give up a goal, and score a late one to find their way to Munich. And I think they'll be playing Inter Milan. But nonetheless, I see Mikel Arteta getting Arsenal to this final. It'll be a massive accomplishment for this team, especially with the injuries. And I think Kai Havertz could play a role in that final should we get there. But seriously, I do think Arsenal have a great chance at going to PSG, getting the result they need. The one key is to make sure we don't give up an early goal. The first goal has to be ours. And I don't think we'd win in penalty kicks. We have not looked good in penalty kicks the few times we've gone to penalty kicks. I really don't like our chances in penalty kicks. So I'd like to see Arsenal figure it out quick, get on top of PSG, and find their way to Munich for the final. That's my prediction. Thanks for watching Arsenal Report. Make sure to subscribe. Give us a like, give us a comment, and we'll talk to you after Arsenal beat PSG in the semifinal of the Champions League.